More than 700 years before Christ entered this world, a prophet named Isaiah described the name of Jesus as Prince of Peace. It says in Isaiah 9, verses 6 through 7, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." His rule is one of peace. And let's think about that. A prince, by its very definition, is over a kingdom. And sometimes kingdoms go to war, and sometimes they're at peace. But in this Advent season, as we embrace the coming of Christ, I have to wonder if we're at peace with the world. Are we universally and totally at peace this Christmas season? As a parent of 2 kids, for me, let me tell you, it's not usually. And as a person who's lost some loved ones, every Christmas season, I have to think about these people, and I have to ask myself, what are the things I am going to war over? I remember waking up a couple days ago and saying to my wife, "I am dreading today." She asked why, and I said, "I really do not want to hang the lights outside. Every year my calves get sore." She said, "Well, then why don't I do it? And this year you can decorate the entirety of the inside instead." And in my mind, I thought this was a slam dunk of a deal. But I realized shortly that I had bit off more than I can chew. I realized 2 things. Number 1, I'm not a good interior designer. And number 2, we both didn't know what we were getting into. When she finished wrestling with the lights outside, she came inside and helped undo my ideas for decorating. But as I laid down that night, I realized that my wife had really come to my rescue, making peace out of the entire situation, even though it was not that tragic of a thing to begin dreading in the first place. So I learned not to sweat the small stuff. But when it comes to actual things that disrupt the peace in our lives, the big stuff, how can we find peace this Advent season? If we're honest, we need to be willing to give any war we're having to Christ. It says in John 16:33, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." And so this Christmas season, I would encourage you to lean into that sentiment. We can have peace because we know whether it's a big thing or a small thing, God is in control.